Hi guys. All right, hello everybody. He's just getting here. We got new cards. We got a ton of people ready to rock and roll with some interviews. It's going to be super interesting as always. And like I was saying, I just got done with a massive day of work. I had to the hamster wheel job, right? We all have to do our hamster wheel jobs. Have no choice, unfortunately. You guys get a chance, watch my video that I did on how capitalism is a virtue signaling machine. Which it is. All right, you ready to rock this out? People walk by and they're like, what is going on here? We got cards. Cards, check. Sign, check. Coffee. Oh no, does he have his coffee? Check. Let's see here. Yeah, this should work. It's the sign. Let's see what we got, guys. Welcome to the chat, everybody who's just getting here. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Oh, man, you'd be great. Come on. What's going on, buddy? You want to try this, man? Put you on the spot a little bit. All right, have a good night. All right, so we're here in the beautiful town of Annapolis, and we're doing some live outreach, hoping to catch a bunch of hearts and minds tonight. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right, have a great night, guys. And we will be asking the public why they're not vegan yet, hopefully pointing to some looming implications that kind of just hover there when we realize that there's nothing nutritional that we need from an animal. And literally nothing, just for the record, guys. What's going on, big guy? You want to try this? Put you on camera, man. Test your values out. Have a great night, buddy. So, yeah, literally nothing from an animal, right, guys? I mean, it's just incredible. People amaze me. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Hi, guys. Not being vegan is not being nice. All right. That's what we'll be telling people. Not being vegan is not being nice, because that's exactly what the case is. What's up, Giggly? Well, I once saw a guy say, we need to eat meat because we're made of meat. Oh my God. Incredible. Incredible. We need to eat meat because we're made of meat. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Little thought experiment. Just test your values. All right, guys. Race lever. Not being vegan is not eating nice. Eating rice. Wow. That's funny, Giggly. Yeah, so downtown tonight, we are at, we're kind of at a very busy event. One of the boat shows is in town, and we are talking to the public, asking them why they're not vegan yet. Trying to line up their actions with their values, because most people's values are vegan, but their actions don't reflect that. And you know, there needs to be some kind of pointing when mainstream media owns everything. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions, test your values. Hi, guys. Really simple invite, right? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right, guys. A lot of hard no's so far. It's all good. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Have a good night, guys. Yeah, so, wow, we got. Let's check these guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right, guys. Not being vegan is not being nice. Have a good night. That's the case, right, guys? And what we got to tell people, if we only got a little bit of time, a finite period of time, finite, I don't know how to say the word, finite, we have to be honest for the time we're here and defend the animals for the time we're here. So I don't just let people walk by and not say anything. We're here for them for an hour. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Be on YouTube Live. All right, guys. How you doing, guys? All right, how about these guys? You guys want to try this? YouTube Live, come on, man. Just test your values out a little bit, that's it. Have a good night, guys. People get a little butthurt and they reject you and they give you faces. That's okay. It's just the nature of the world right now, and it's really not their fault. We've all been indoctrinated by big meat, big ag, big pharma. Hey, how's it going? That's right. What's up, Dominion? How are you? That's right. That's all it is. It's a value test. That's it. Nice to see you here. I'm trying to avoid these guys to my left because I just don't want to engage. All right, Vegan Anthem. Hi, James. Don't you find it suspect that I didn't try at least test sampling for B12 in soil and sampling from a synthetic that claims to have B12? When this is already lab testable, why wouldn't you do this? There's no B12 in the soil, Vegan Anthem. Let me see what you said again real quick. Hang on, these guys are really distracting me here. Maybe Dominion, you can field that for me. It's lab testable, but it's a synthetic that's lab testable. That's all it is. Anyway. What's going on, guys? Come on, man. All right. Oh, no. Oh, you're on YouTube Live, if you're okay with that.
I'll be going live on YouTube.
What's going on?
YouTube too. Make sure y'all support.
Let's have some good TV.
Positivity only.
And go vegan. That's the only way you can truly be positive. Yep. That's it.
Why are you vegan?
That's it.
Why are you
That's
vegan?
it.
3 quick questions. What's the 3 quick questions? What's
So,
the way
3 quick questions.
What's
The
the three
first
quick
one
questions?
is,
I had Chick-fil-A
do
today.
okay.
Here we go.
Okay, 3 quick questions.
Humor, I like.
Okay, so do you guys think animals deserve rights? Simple question, right?
Yes, I.
I love that you have a microphone too. Okay, we're about to have like a battle out here. No, just kidding. Okay, so which rights do you think animals deserve? I love that I'm so loud. Like I think the whole city just heard that.
All right, let's put it like this. No, they did. Before we even go into it, I'm telling you right now, everything vegan, I completely agree with.
Oh, okay.
The only thing is actually commitment about it.
Yeah, okay, right on. Well, there you go.
I agree too. You should
Yeah.
be-
It's not even about like, oh, well, animals are animals. It's not even about that.
That's
Like,
amazing.
I
Well,
really
your
do.
honesty, your candor is much appreciated.
How
Because
can I go vegan?
oh, you can do it. Trust me. There are references out there. I mean, really, you don't need any references though.
Okay.
You just eat things that are not meat, cheese, milk, eggs, seafood, or honey. You boycott these violent, abusive, disgusting industries. That's what you do. And it's great. It's more healthy. You're not eating cholesterol, heterocyclamines, TMAO, growth factors, hormones. You name it, it's all in meat. It's just a terribly unhealthy thing to put in your body. And on top of that, it's violence. So you're teaching everyone around you to be violent. You're literally being violent, and you don't know you're doing it. We don't know we're doing it because it's normal because we have been taught to do it. So it all comes down to the why. You get that why strong enough, you'll find the fucking references. You'll find what you need to find. I mean, I eat Chinese, I eat Italian, I eat. You name it, I eat it all. American, I just find the vegan versions of. What was it? What was it?
Ain't nothing wrong with me.
Oh my. Okay. There's always one guy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
What do you eat like on a Monday? What do you eat on a Monday?
So I'll have like oatmeal, right? And I'll put some nuts, some seeds. I'll put some, some maple syrup in there. I might hook up some fruits, chop up some plums, put some strawberries. Or I could do pancakes, vegan pancakes. Or I could do, you name it. Give me a non-vegan thing. I'll tell you how to veganize it.
Impossible meat.
I don't go around championing these meats. I will say that if you eat, say, Beyond or Impossible, you are eating healthier than the counterpart, just because there's no
Yeah, I
cholesterol.
was gonna ask you a question as well.
Yeah.
The biggest thing about non-vegan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, non-vegan. I'll put it right here.
we're hitting the whole town.
Here, let me. Is it okay if I hold that so that they can also?
Absolutely.
Is that to them?
This is for the receiver.
Cool. So they can also hear me.
That too. Yeah.
Cool.
So you're heard.
So I was gonna ask you a question. Because I've always wondered this, right?
Yeah.
One of the biggest things about like veganism, right? Like I've heard a lot of people like, oh yeah, you can't. There's alternatives.
Yeah.
And I've seen the videos about alternatives. No, I have no qualms with them.
As far as like Impossible and Beyond.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So the question was, a lot of people have said, yes, you can do that, like you can do it, but it's not as healthy as like if you did like an Impossible ground beef versus like an Impossible ground beef versus like regular ground beef.
Yeah.
That regular ground beef is healthier for you. So I always wondered like, okay, well, if it was a healthier choice, then it's not really a question for me. I wouldn't be really weird about it.
Yeah.
But if it's like, oh yeah, like ground beef is a little bit healthier, like why wouldn't I go with that option? You know what I mean?
Okay, gotcha.
There's healthy meat in
So
this world.
what a great question. So
Like what? What's that?
So-
What kind of meat we talking?
So you'll hear a lot of science narratives. I don't reference science for plant-based, and I don't reference it for meat either. But you'll hear a lot of science narratives that will tell you, in science papers and peer-reviewed, legitimate empirical papers, that will tell you that eating meat, regular meat, is healthier than Beyond or Impossible, right?
Okay.
Now, I don't go to science for anything. I don't go to it for vegan. I don't go to it for non-vegan, right? The first thing is to see above these materialistic narratives like science, who are just in it for the money. They have no ethical, bounding. They don't care. You're going to hear all kinds of things, and people are going to quote science, and they're going to say, well, it's now been seen that it's healthier to eat meat over Impossible. What we have to listen to with anything along those lines is our
ethical
common
factor.
sense
Is that true?
and ethics.
That's true? It's healthier to
It's
eat
not.
meat?
It's
That's what I'm
really
saying.
not.
Doesn't it
Because
make
what did
sense?
I list off in the
Because
beginning?
It's plant-based meat.
Yeah, it's
so
plant-
it's like
now Impossible. I would say that's definitely not as healthy as Beyond. I'll say that, just because they're loaded to the. They got everything in there.
What is the difference between Impossible and Beyond?
Great question. Great question. So the pea protein is used for Beyond. Soy protein is used for Impossible. Impossible is also fortified with vitamin B12, which is a fake vitamin, and essentially is putting cyanide, cobalt, and extrapolated bacteria from sewage sludge, GMO waste, or dairy waste into your body.
Ew.
I know, and you're doing it on a very minimal granule scale, so it won't be materially noticed, but you're still doing it. Now, Beyond has avocado oil. With avocado oil, right? It has pea protein, it has fava beans. It's 10 times healthier, and I would almost garner that we can almost say that that's good for you. But you can't say any plant-based meats are good for you. You can't do it. But it's a hell of a lot better than eating the regular meat. And get this, it tastes better. It tastes the same. If you stress test these things for yourself, you'll notice they taste the same. But you have all these people that talk negative, because that's the 99%. That's the 99%. Yeah, and
They're
that,
being paid by donors. I recognize that. I completely agree with the
follow the
idea
money.
and revolution of veganism.
yeah, I love it. Well, here, you guys
The
got to take some
only
cards
thing-
before you go.
So what?
You got to take some cards before you go. But
Yeah.
no, I cut you off. Go on. Go on.
No, I was just gonna say.
Let me take a call.
I love your honesty too. You know, I mean, in your heart, it's
I
like
know that it's not right.
in our heart, we all
Of course,
know.
We all know that shit.
We
It's
all
not
know in
right.
our hearts.
Who wants to genuinely eat an animal?
Who wants to
with
hurt
knowing
someone?
That, though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we're programmed to do when we're born. Our family's making it for us, so we're not even knowing.
We don't know.
You know
My
what I'm saying? We
dad's-
need more people
you know,
like you to tell us
Well,
that
I
this is
appreciate
wrong.
it. It's very nice of
For
you.
sure.
You know, mainstream
No, for
media
sure.
owns it all, right? They
Yeah,
got all
they don't
the
want
money.
you to- they don't want
And
you to eat
They have
that
a
shit. They want
vested
you to eat
interest.
bad.
Exactly. They have a
Yeah.
vested interest in you not
Exactly.
doing independent kind of research for yourself. They want you to reference science. They want you to reference all these things that are material and have money agendas underneath. But if you listen to your heart, you'll know
You
that
will know that it's
you'll
not
know
right.
that the Earth.
Those
the
studies
Earth,
are paid off.
They're
like,
all
there's
paid.
a reason why
They're
that
all
study
paid.
even happened.
Peer-reviewed science has been found to be completely
What's
corrupt.
your name and where are you from?
My name's James. I am from here, from
The mic
Annapolis.
isn't on, but it is.
Say again.
The mic isn't on, but it is.
Okay. So I'm from Annapolis. The channel name's Above the Horizon.
Yeah,
and
I
all
was
it
gonna
does
say,
is-
can we
Yeah, it's on there.
Is it on YouTube or
It's YouTube.
Instagram? Are you
It's
on
YouTube.
Instagram as well, or just YouTube?
I am.
Oh.
I have my name's different on Instagram.
Well, let's. I want to follow you on Instagram.
Amazing.
So that you can,
That's amazing. Thank you.
yeah.
On my YouTube, my email's there if you want to send it to me. If you
Thanks.
search my Descript on my email. But yeah, if you guys want to shout out too, I mean, I have no one in the room.
Shout
Sometimes,
out.
listen, I got 11 in here right now, but some nights I have 500 in here. So it all depends. It all depends. It
I
all
know you're
depends.
holding a couple things, but if you want to put in your thing, like. I can
Oh
type it
yeah,
in
I
for
got
you.
you right here. Got you right here.
I would love to follow you, man.
Yeah, but my channel is just about just kind of sharing things that you might not hear in.
Yeah. Can I ask you one more question
Please.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you're mentioning that like science, yes, obviously it's like paid off. Like those
Yep.
are paid scientific like studies and all that. I'm
100%.
well aware.
Oh, this is Instagram. Okay, let me find you my. Go on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna find you my.
No,
Instagram.
you're good. You're good. I was gonna say because it's like I've heard so many bad things about veganism, and,
Yep.
and I don't necessarily think that it's. Obviously, I've already been like, okay, well, obviously, it's not about like.
I'm light on Instagram, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
YouTube's
not
my
even-
main.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It's more personal for me. Veganism, I've agreed with the ideology completely even from the birth. It was like I've always been like, okay, if you actually go through being vegan, that's like extremely brave to actually go through that. It cuts off a lot of places. You know what I mean? It's very brave to do that. With that being said, once I started hearing things about like unhealthiness, it was
Yep.
like, okay, I probably would have
Yep.
gone through with it. But now it's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
It's not really the true way to like be like living for a body.
Yeah,
it definitely is
You know,
more
it's
expensive.
seemingly. But look at the poorest countries on earth, like Okinawa, like it's rural Japan, rural China, different areas. They're all eating beans and rice. Some of them are eating chickpeas and lentils. There's grains everywhere. Tofu's not that expensive. It's actually cheaper to be vegan, but nobody knows it because of all this inundating saying
Because of
otherwise.
things that are
It-
fake meat.
and,
that are
and,
expensive.
and things like that are premium, right now. But think about the television set right now that's selling for $100 used to be $5,000. See, Animal Ag can't do that with their product, but veganism can do that, or not veganism, but vegan food like Beyond Meat. And like I said, I'm not here to champion or sell Beyond Meat. It can do that, and once that happens, things are going to get healthier with Beyond too, because they have the ability to have an R&D department that can start stress testing and troubleshooting new formulas that make it healthier and keep the taste. And Animal Ag, once again, can't do that. So all like the negative stuff that you hear, it's all because 99% of people are not vegan. So of course they're going to champion all these things. You're
things that are
like
against
their friends, their family, their pastors, their doctors. All doctors, you can never listen to a doctor. I'm sorry, you can't do it. They're all sponsored by Big Pharma. Every single one of them that has to go through an MD school has to be exposed to pharma's medical program. And pharma doesn't care about your health. Pharma cares about money.
Oh, you better do.
But guys, check out the channel for sure. Check out the channel. And if you have any other questions, shoot.
Vegan sign guy.
Yeah,
That's
vegan.
a good name.
Yeah, you know, because
Cause
yeah,
you got the sign.
yeah. That's
That
I
was
used to
some
go as
long
that.
thinking nights, wasn't it?
A good friend of mine gave me that idea actually.
I did, bro.
But I had decided to rename the channel. Now it's Above the Horizon because I'm broadening out to some other things. Oh, I really appreciate that. I appreciate you guys having the bravery to come over,
Yeah, my
and
name's,
I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you listening.
I make
Yeah.
music. I'm a musician. I actually like make music on all platforms.
Oh, so cool,
whenever,
cool.
Like I follow you on Instagram, we can just follow each other back.
Oh,
you know?
amazing. Hey,
My
guess.
name is Nate Shine. I
I'm
support
Jimmy.
the vegan.
I love
Thank
that. I
you,
love
Jimmy.
that. Well,
Thank you,
think
Jimmy. I
about
support the vegan. Let's do
check
it. Yeah,
check
what's
out.
up,
We only got
Just say
15.
that.
Now we've had 500. We've had 500. Tonight's a light night. Now
Light night, for
I,
sure.
I will say that moving forward, we had a great conversation. But think about the cash register from here on out is not a cash register. Think about that as a ballot box. Think about that as the real vote that you're giving.
Yeah.
When you go to the
That's
ballot
your money.
box and you vote for a politician, you're voting to put somebody in power, to make them richer, to increase their influence. There's nothing ethical about that. But when you go to the ballot box, the real one, the cash register,
Yeah.
and you vote with your
actually
dollar,
choosing. Yeah.
you're actually affecting the world on a real basis. It's not
Exactly.
bullshit.
Facts.
You know,
If
it's a
we
beautiful
were to all
thing.
Stop eating like fucking real meat.
Yeah.
Like that's 5 people, and that's.
You know,
more people
it's
that
gonna
do this.
happen. It's inevitable.
That's like a chain result. Right
Yeah,
there, you know
it's
what I'm
inevitable.
saying? If I stop he stopped.
Yeah.
He stopped. A bunch of people are gonna stop.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
try to think about
Runs
that.
down.
Think
I
about
agree.
the two eyes that have to look up at this farmer that could give two shits about them, and then see that scythe come down and open their throat wide open, and have their family just perish and suffer because of that.
They don't deserve that.
They don't deserve that, and they're not just objects.
Exactly.
We were taught that they were
We're
objects.
friendly with them too. That's the crazy thing.
It's
We
just
literally have to raise them.
Exactly.
So it's like they have to raise them just to kill them, which is weird. It's like
Exactly.
raising your kid,
Isn't that bizarre?
and
they
you're
call
right.
it animal husbandry.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fucking
you're right,
weird.
though. You're
That's a
right.
weird thing, but they call it animal husbandry. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I want to get some more people tonight. I just want to thank you guys for all of the hype you've given me over here and listening. Let's do it. Let's go. By the way, you said you're a magician. I'm a musician. I'm starting. I'm starting to learn the piano, so I might be putting some videos up on that. So I'm sure you can give me some pro tips. You can give me some pro tips.
You get good at it
One more
too.
time.
Let's do something. Yeah, for
Let's
sure.
do it. Sounds good.
Nice
Sounds
meeting you.
good.
I'm Nay again.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the energy, everyone. I appreciate you guys.
Don't ever let anybody ever tell you nothing different.
We can't. We don't got time for that. All right, guys. Have a great night. Take care. Okay. Hi, everybody. Oh, we're still talking about B12. We need to get past this. I mean, reality is still sold. Not saying that it is for sure, but the others said that she was not happy to require B12. Okay, here's the thing, and thank you for fielding everything, Dominion, regarding B12. Guys, you got it. We have to get past this. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's test your values out a little bit. All right, not being vegan is not being nice, guys. Have a great night. Let's go. Come on. I agree with you. Yeah. So. We got to keep some things in mind. A plant-based diet can never be patented, right? This is all you have to look at, Vegan Anthem. Don't listen to the science vegans. They're just lost right now. That's all I can say. They are lost right now. Listen to your own heart and listen to certain pointers that are out here. Okay, bear with me. Hi, guys. We have to keep number one. A plant-based diet can never be patented. Steep with that. Plant-based diet can never be patented. Okay? That actually is it. That is the only thing, number one. From there, we can infer all other things. You cannot patent a plant-based diet, but you sure as hell can patent a supplement in facets of it. And that is a kind of material reference, okay? Because if you're on the other side of that, you're literally nodding in compliance to drug companies that have a vested interest in hurting animals, testing on animals, etc. And it's not very vegan of you. And I'm sorry to, exact some strength in this subject, but it's starting to get frustrating. And we just have to use our intuition. It's that simple. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Or you guys can't be on camera, can you? Let's go. I got a team over here, more activists. I got to get you guys a sign. All right, let's go. I think they said they're vegan. All right, what's going on, guys? Who wants to try this? YouTube Live. I got you. Okay.
I can't do it, man. I can't.
Hey, at least take. Okay. There's nowhere I can go with that one. All right. Have a good night, guys. He said I've talked to him before, but he can't do it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, pharma is steeped in vivisection. B12 is pharma. It's just what it is. Yeah. Did you read, I don't know, did you read the book yet, Vegan Anthem? We got to get you into that literature. Let's go. Have a good night, guys. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. We're getting a little algo press tonight, and that's okay. This happens every once in a while. There'll be kind of an algo tempering where the algo will narrow the exposure. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. But the important thing is we're actually out here talking to human beings. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right. Have a good night, guys. It's not a sales pitch, Vegan Anthem. There's no money. We're not selling you anything. Yeah, we're not. Trust me, we want the best for you. We don't want you to put cyanide, cobalt, and all that crap into your body. Because that's what you're doing, and that's what you're doing. Plant-based diet does not lack. It just doesn't lack. and we can be actual definitive warriors for the animals when we drop this whole narrative. Because this is not nice to them either. To let this excuse loom and let it be a kind of safeguard that non-vegans have, protect, and hold. It's time to annihilate it. It's time to annihilate it. We're doing this for the animals, right? Not our egos. Hi, guys. We're wanting to be rightness, which is kind of what we are fielding right now in the space. Unbelievable. So this is going to be short content. This is for all the science vegans that are out there. You guys need to stop the behavior. You need to stop. You need to grow up. You need to do your due diligence, get the book, read the information. How's it going, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right, guys. Not being vegan is not being nice, guys. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Just testing values tonight on YouTube. You'll do it? All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay. I finally have another one. We had a few people. All right, so you guys, obviously, my cards are shown, right? I'm an animal rights activist. Why the hell would I be out here doing this without, having that kind of title, right?
Okay.
You okay being on camera?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, what animals, what rights do you think animals deserve?
Uh,
Oh, you can take it. Hey, I wasn't going there, but go for it. Yeah.
what rights do they deserve?
Yeah. Let me cut to it. Do you think an animal deserves bodily autonomy, like the right to their own body, like a your body, your choice type of thing?
Unless it's proven that they have a consciousness, I would say no.
Would you mean sentience or conscious? Well, they're both
Can you
similar.
explain the difference?
Yeah, sentience is an emerging property of a nervous system in a brain. It enables you to feel, have a subjective experience of the world. Consciousness is also in the same space where you're aware of everything around you to a degree. You might not have a kind of meta-knowing, but animals know when they're going to be killed. They know that something bad's happening, and they also can love. Like, they have families and stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah, if they could reflect on what's happening to them and they
I
can
wouldn't say
feel.
that. I wouldn't say they can reflect.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that, but I say they know what's happening to them. I would say they know what's happening.
So what's the difference between those two?
Well, reflect kind of implies some kind of deep, thoughtful introspection, right? They kind of are around, and they do things, and they respond, and they have this sentience that allows them to feel pain, and that's the biggest one. They feel pain. So when I prick a cow, it hurts. When I
Right.
slit its throat in front of its, we could say, its kids or its family, that's not nice. We can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So bodily autonomy is just saying they have the rights to their own body. What do you think?
I mean, just to survive as a species, I feel like that doesn't work out to give every animal that has sentience bodily autonomy.
Okay.
Just in terms of, the food chain and
Food chain.
I think it's just natural. I mean, I know just
Natural,
the fact
okay.
that it's natural isn't a very strong argument, but
Yeah.
I mean, I just know humans wouldn't be alive
Okay.
today if it
Here
wasn't.
comes. This is the equalizer. Okay. And I
Oh.
understand about the evolution part.
Yeah.
What nutritionally can you not get from a vegan diet?
I mean, you can get protein and all that and all the amino acids from a
So
vegan
you are-
diet.
Okay.
It's
There's
just
nothing.
it's not it's cheap for
Yep.
sure.
I'm going
And-
to tell you, B12 doesn't exist. This is a whole thing that's been architected by pharma. It doesn't
Yeah.
exist. It was created in 1948 by a guy
B12.
named Carl Folkers. It is a non-thing. You're going to hear B12 all the time. Protein, even in orange, has every single essential amino acid profile. So
Right.
if you just eat enough food, you can get enough protein. So if we can agree that you don't need anything from an animal to survive, this just leaves us with only one thing, and that's why are we doing this to them?
I mean, I don't think everyone can can afford a vegan diet though in the world. I mean,
Okay,
I
price,
can personally, but
that's the thing.
I don't think like everyone
Okay.
can do that. And in different ecosystems and
Yeah,
maybe
I was just
Africa,
telling these
for
guys,
example.
they're gone now, but we were talking about that. If you look at some of the most impoverished countries
Uh-huh.
that are around, they're all eating vegan diets by default because they can't afford the premium subsidized meat.
Okay.
It's meat subsidized. I know you probably are aware of that.
Yeah.
So big ag basically gets underwrites from the government. It enables them to have a burger, instead of costing $25, the burger can cost $4 because they get all that free money from the government. So beans, rice, chickpeas, lentils, tofu, tempeh, all these things you can find very cheap.
Okay, that's
And
fair.
even cheaper actually, and it's healthier. So it kind of leaves us with this question, which is on here. It is, why aren't you vegan yet?
Personally, I'm a high performance athlete.
Okay.
I run a lot of miles, and I try to be the fastest I can in a single sport.
I'm a runner too. So I run distance. I don't know what you run.
Yeah, distance.
Okay.
So I haven't done a ton of research on it, but you know, I'm leaning towards that. I can't run to my full potential if I'm not eating any meat.
You know, you're going to see things from science that are online, and I don't reference science for plant-based information. I don't reference science for carnivore information, because science is all bought. There is nothing ethical under science, and you're going to hear people reference science all the time, and you might hear something like that from science. Keep in mind there's a vested interest from anything material that's online, and I could tell you I have studies that will say, oh, you'll be more functional on a plant-based diet. Watch Game Changers. They quote all the studies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have to look into it.
Look into Game Changers. But I can tell you have a vegan heart, and all it is pairing the actions with the values. Would you take a card if I gave you a card?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, here's a few. I have a YouTube channel.
Awesome.
And I got a ton of videos. I interview authors and stuff like that.
Okay.
Interview leaders in the spaces. And this is just a little thought experiment. I just gave you a shit ton, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But here's a few for your friends if they want some. I don't know.
Okay, for sure.
It's got my YouTube channel. You can keep them all. Keep them all. And all it is education, and it's education that's not bought, sponsored, or championed by industry. This is something you will never see because there's no money in it.
Right.
But
Makes sense.
does prompt us to critically think and use our brains. I'll leave you with that. What's your name?
Logan.
Logan, I'm Jimmy.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Jimmy.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. I'll let you guys get on your way. Have a great night, guys. Take care. All right, we're back, everybody. Like and subscribe if you like what's going on here. He took it like a champ. Great kid. Name was Logan. Vegan heart. You can see it in his eyes. Are we still talking about this? No. Don't do it. Aw. What's up, Steven? What's going on? Anyway, I love you all. I mean, I hope you're listening to some of the conversation tonight on science and the fallacy of. I mean, this is the fallacy. When people refer to science, that's the fallacy. That's primary to all other fallacies. So people keep telling me, this is a fallacy, this is a fallacy. Shut the fuck up. The fallacy is regarding science as the end-all, be-all ethical reference. Enough. Getting messages from all kinds of people, via comments, etc. lately. What's going on, sir? How are you? Anyway, okay. We're 30 minutes in. We've had a lot of action. The B12, we're going to be past this B12 thing in no time, guys. But what I was saying, okay, I wanted to make a little, God, there's just too many people here. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right, let's get, I don't think I'm going to have time to do any shenanigans. We just got to talk to people. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right, guys. Not being vegan is not being nice, guys. Have a great night. All right. Guy just said chicken. Nice one. Well, let me just get this out there. To all the science vegans that will not concede your position, this is not, don't let this has nothing to do with anything about being right, not being right. This has everything to do with truth. This has everything to do with honoring the animals and actually defending them and not nodding to different companies that benefit from their vivisection. We're here to wipe, the lies and the deceit that has been so inundated on us away. You want to try this, man? YouTube Live. This guy.
Hey, guys.
What's your name, man?
My name is Ayush. What's going on?
I'm Jimmy. You can hold it if you want.
Okay, no, that's cool.
Okay, so I just asked people a few questions, right? The first is, do you think animals deserve rights?
Yes.
Which rights do you think they deserve? May I jump to it? Bodily autonomy. What do you think about that? Kind of your body, your choice, or my body, my choice type of notion.
Making me look lame. No, I just want to see what's going on.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, the whole experiment is to kind of intercept mainstream channels, like no, everybody around here, we hear the same thing
Right.
every single day, and you know what that is? It's eat meat, cheese, milk, eggs, seafood, or honey, right?
Oh, yeah.
Eat it, eat it, eat it. There's a lot of money involved.
3 cooked questions. Nice.
Right? But we don't have to.
Right,
In fact, it makes us unhealthy,
Yeah.
and we're taking somebody's life
Keep going.
that doesn't want to die.
Uh-huh.
So we're just asking the public, why aren't you guys vegan yet? You guys are kind of jacked. You're kind of in good shape. You should be protectors, because that's what this is. It's all about being a protector and not a bully. That's all it is. We got now they're talking about medicine. That's something else. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. You guys are on a mission, I can tell. Have a great night. Have a great night. Take care, guys. All right. Anyway, all right. I can't even remember what I was talking about. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
Dude,
YouTube Live.
absolutely love.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Love a good steak.
Oh, it's a toddler. They're like 24 months old.
Oh, this is like a vegan.
Yep, yep.
Like a nice quarter.
It's a little child, bud. Little child. Big man. There you go. Good job, buddy. Hi, guys. Anyway, I'm the vegan guy. Have you already talked to me?
No,
Or-
I heard about you.
What the? Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like a celebrity. How from? Where from?
Well, no, like last or 2 weekends ago, I saw you leaving.
And then you said, when are you back?
Yeah.
Do you want to do this thought experiment real quick? It's up
sure.
to you.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you already
okay.
know. You already know I'm an animal rights activist. So
Yes.
I don't try to bait people in and switch, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you 3 quick questions. The first one is, do you think animals deserve rights?
Sure. Yeah.
Which ones?
The sentient ones.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah.
I would posture, do you think animals deserve bodily autonomy? That's pretty minimum, right? Like your body, your choice.
Bodily autonomy. What does that encompass? Like
It's
just-
like, it's like, do they have the right to their own body? Do you think, would you yield them the rights to make decisions for themselves, or the antithesis of? It's pretty binary.
I guess so. I don't know. That's kind of complicated.
Yeah. Well, reflexively, if you had a dog or a pet, you'd probably say yes, right? Like you would want them to have, you wouldn't want me to go up to your dog and just start kicking it,
Sure.
right?
Yes.
So it's in the spirit of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I ask people, what's the nutritional factor that you cannot get from a vegan diet?
Well, most people say protein, but
Yeah.
I've researched this a little bit.
Okay,
So
good,
I'm
good,
actually, I'm an enthusiast. I wouldn't say I'm a vegan, but one day maybe.
Yeah.
And like to my understanding, you can get all the combinations of amino acids through plant
Yeah.
sources.
And you don't have to do a puzzle. You just eat. You don't
Right.
have to. You don't even have to plan it. You just eat.
I think the biggest problem is like people think it's really complicated and they have
Yep.
to like plan it and all that. And like if you have a variety and you have those resources down, like
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
fine.
I'll tell you one thing I'm telling everybody tonight.
Yeah.
B12 is bullshit. It doesn't exist. B12 is bullshit. It was architected in 1948 by a guy named Carl Folkers in the spirit of fear-mongering vegans. 4 years before it was discovered, there was a word called vegan that came to its inception by Donald Watson. This scared industry like never before. So 4 years later, they decided to conveniently architect said vitamin to make it seem like vegans were missing out on something. So anytime you hear B12 as an argument for, not going vegan, just know it's bullshit. But you can get everything. You can literally get everything. You get your protein, your carbs, whatever. And guess what? You're not getting cholesterol, saturated fat, growth hormones, IGF-1, that's a cancer precursor, TMAO, cortisol, I can keep going. You're not putting that in your body. So it's a win-win. You're being healthier, and this is not up for debate. This is a fact. You'll hear things from incumbent science that will tell you otherwise, but don't believe that. And you don't have to hurt anybody. You can be a protector and a guardian as a man and not a bully. So what do you think about that? I know that's loaded.
No,
loaded.
I mean I'm not a very combative person in this regard. Like
I'm not either. I'm just here to.
I'm sympathetic to this cause.
Yeah, I love that.
It's just logistically for some people it's harder than others. Like,
It is.
especially if you're part of an organization that like you can't.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Well, there's a lot of like boundaries in things that make it hard. The inertia is almost palpable nowadays because your dad, your mom, your pastor, your doctor, they're all telling you to eat meat, and they don't know any better. So it's like the blind leading the blind.
Do you have anything to contribute here? I know you're big. Big leaders here.
My only question is like,
Yeah.
if you look.
Get in the camera, bro. I don't want to.
You're good. You can stay off.
Look at
You
the
can stay
food
off.
chain in the wild, like clarify that like the food chain does not extend to us as
Okay.
human beings.
Well, I would.
I'm just curious. Like, I
Yeah,
wanna hear
yeah.
this
I would say maybe years ago that had some kind of merit, but right now, what we're doing to these animals, there's nothing natural or a kind of like caveman about it. Because the farmers rape the cows essentially. There's some fucking dude puts his hand in a cow's anus, does his
Seen those
thing. It's
videos, yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
That's not like this whole appeal to machismo and nature thing. That is just that's like scary. It's like the movie Saw, and that's not natural either.
Would
You know.
Sorry to interrupt. Would
Yeah.
the solution then be to like everybody like either hunts for their own meat then, or alternatively, if you were to go besides like pea protein or anything like that,
Yeah.
like bugs, like crickets, cockroaches.
Oh
like-
God.
No,
Okay.
that's-
Okay.
that's
No, I
good.
know. I agree.
think that- I
You
think
hear all that
that's
stuff
good.
in this
Yeah,
space.
yeah,
I know.
Right, like,
Eat the
that's
bugs. Oh wait,
another
Bill
way.
Gates. That's another one.
But
It's like,
then,
what the fuck
would
does Bill
that-
Gates have to do
would
with it?
that
Yeah.
be the other solution then? Because like, would your argument not apply?
Well, here,
to
here. This
those,
is
or- I'm just curious
where
about
I'm
that.
coming from, and that's a
Okay.
great posturing and a great question. So first we have to look at the energy conversion factor, right?
Okay.
So we'll look at a cow. It's 8-to-1. So the cow intakes 8 units of energy. It only outputs 1. Just let that steep for a second.
Yeah.
Now copy and paste that, exactly. Copy and paste that to farmland. How many more plants would yield if we actually grew the plants instead of growing them to feed them to animals and to distort the whole energy pattern? We could feed, if you look at the 8 times factor, 8 times more people. So it would be much better for not only the environment, feeding people, be better for the animals, that's for damn sure. And then we could start evolving out of this kind of horror movie that we've put the earth in for the last 100 years since the real savagery started, and new utopian horizons would present. And you know what? We'd start teaching children better to be kind, because you go to a child. I have a little daughter. I teach her not to harm a spider, right? And if she learns that, what do you think she's going to impart on her fellow human when she grows up? It does come down to this seeing them as not objects. And we've all been taught, myself included, for 30 years. I've been 13 years vegan. And I was taught that eating meat, cheese, milk, and eggs is normal, necessary, and nice. Then I watched a speech called The Best Speech I'll Ever Hear by a guy named Gary Yourofsky.
I've heard that too.
And you guys got to take these cards before you go, because I got references for all you guys on there.
Whole days.
Here's 3. And
Sure, yeah.
take. Well, if I gave them to you guys, would you guys look at them?
He's already seen it. Yeah.
I'll pass them. I've already seen it, but
Okay, then
Maybe hold on to it.
I'll hold on to
Second.
1. And this guy wants. Okay, perfect.
I'll pass it. Yeah.
Whatever. Keep them all.
I'll give it some.
Yeah. It's my channel. I interview people. I actually interviewed that guy. Yeah.
What's he done since that video? Because I've not seen him.
He's been active in Europe, and he's kind of he went into retirement for a little bit, and he just recently came out, and now he's active again. He's, in my opinion, one of definitely, if not the best, vegan activist of all time, as far as really changing people vegan. And it's because of the real strength that he puts in to his messaging. And when I watched it the first time, I said, "Fuck this guy." I watched the whole thing, and I said, F this guy. This bold motherfucker is not going to tell me what to do. And I just sat there. And then I came back a week later. I watched it again.
Yeah.
And I looked over at my now wife, and I said, holy shit, this is like a long time ago, 13 years ago. I said, I think I'm going vegan. Just watch the speech. I think it dropped.
Oh, sorry. One of them.
Watch it again, maybe. I don't know. But there's other stuff on there too. Like, watch my interview with him. It's fucking funny. He's funny as hell too. And he's still out there. He's active vegan for the animals, like a warrior, for the animals.
Yeah.
And all we're doing here is just imparting, some information to help people think, because mainstream media doesn't want you to think. It doesn't want you to vote with your heart. It wants you to vote with automata, reflex, go along with the inertia. But we have the opportunity to say no to the people trying to pull our strings, and we can do that right now.
Cool.
I'll let you guys go. I'm going to try to get a few more interviews tonight. I really appreciate you listening.
What's your channel?
Above the Horizon is, and I hope you heal, Above the Horizon is the name of the channel.
Heal faster.
We got a small lot tonight. Sometimes we have 500 people in there.
You heal faster.
And
Because, like,
well, I'm kind of broadening out into things besides veganism, but everything's connected to veganism. So the channel name's Above the Horizon, and check it out. Give me a like, give me a sub. You know, I'll take it. I'll take it. And check out some videos on there if you can. You guys too. Have a great night. Appreciate you guys and your ears. All right, we're back. All right. Okay, guys, what do you think? We'll try a little bit with this one. It's tough for me to get people with this one to even come over. I must be doing it wrong. We're gonna try this side for a little bit. It's I swear to God, race lever. It all depends on the algo.
We're back. We converted.
You did? Let's go. Let's go. James, don't tell us when you can show us on the B12 thing. I don't know what it is you want us to show, Vegan Anthem. I'm confused. Yeah, the new cards. Yep, I got new cards. Anyway, guys. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a quick thought experiment? All right, have a good one, guys. We'll try it like that. Am I still on? My God. So I'm going through another algo tempering. We're only going to have a few people in here. This might actually continue for the next 10 live streams. That's what it did before, and then we started ramping back to strength with volume and people. But the cool thing is we can focus on our activism here, human to human, for the next, 5-10 live streams every week. Every single week. See, are we still, oh, okay. Am I still on, guys? Can you hear me? Or is it just, okay, here we go. Show us if B12 not from nature, and if it is in a B12 synthetic through comparing the two samples. Well, what would you be looking for in the soil, Vegan Anthem? What would you be looking for in the soil? Hi, guys. You guys want to try this quick thought experiment? Yeah. It's about animals, I'll tell you that.
How quick?
It could be 3 questions, 3 minutes.
Run it.
Okay. Do you guys think we should respect animals?
Of course.
What rights do you think we should afford them?
What rights should we afford animals?
Mm-hmm. Would you say body autonomy, like letting them have the rights to their own bodies, or would you say that should not be a thing?
No, they totally need to be spayed or neutered.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah, in general, just in general.
It's
Like, if you had a
like
dog,
eating meat or-
I am going that way.
That's where you're going.
With a
I'm a vegetarian.
Okay, very cool. With a dog, like if it was your dog, you wouldn't like me doing something to impose on your dog, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So you're probably, with my first question, or my second question, you'd probably be on the side of yielding animals bodily autonomy. Then it comes to the next question, what about the ones we farm? What about the ones with the meat?
Like pigs and
Exactly,
cows.
exactly. What do you think about that? Like, do you think they still deserve any kind of consideration, or
Dude, I
are
sell
they food?
barbecues for a living, and they are absolutely tasty.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
one
we do sell barbecues
one
for a
thing.
living. That's exactly
Okay.
what we do. So I mean, look,
Yeah, but you
I
can
understand what you're
maybe
saying.
the barbecue vegetables.
I
You
feel
could,
like
you
I feel
could,
like you
yeah.
should raise your own cattle,
Okay.
and you should, if you're going to dispatch an animal,
Yeah.
you should do it yourself. And if you're going to eat it,
Well, they say humanely, but there's no humane way to take anybody's life, right? We know that. This is kind of common sense 101. But we've been taught that this jargon exists by industry. It tells us, yeah, you can do it humanely. It can be done in an ethical way, which is complete bullshit. I mean, back me up on this one. That's complete bullshit. Like, if we put a human in that context, and I said, I'm gonna kill, well,
killed.
he was killed. Yeah, and nobody's celebrating that.
Yeah,
You know.
they said that he didn't feel any pain or anything.
Yeah.
And that he didn't even realize it. So why would it be any different for an animal?
Well, I mean, you have to look from the animal outlook. Like, let's tilt it to, let's say, my outlook. I want to live on this beautiful earth. I want to experience this earth. I want to have a family. I want to experience love and joy and live as long as I want. But when we do what we do to animals, we take everything away from them. We take everything, their family, their loved ones, their life. We hang them upside down, we slit their throats, we say, you are a fucking number and you're nothing, and I'm gonna monetize you, or I'm gonna eat you. And that's essentially our actions. We can all,
corporate America.
it's a big part of it, and that's under it. Materialism, capitalism, it's all underneath it. It's all underneath it.
When a bear tears the deer limb from limb, it's called nature. When we do it, what's the difference?
Well, a farmer sticks his hand in a cow's anus, holds down its cervix, then it pumps in an ejaculated bull semen into its vagina. That's not nature, bro. That's not nature. Yeah. Oh, we got this guy.
Sorry, I work on a farm and I breed racehorses.
You okay? This guy Bree. Okay. So I don't know if you know what I'm doing here, but I'm basically.
I just walked by and
Gotcha.
He was reminiscent of a guy that just got shot, so I had to see.
Okay, well I appreciate that. we just brought him up actually. So we asked the public if they think animals deserve rights. What do you think about that?
I think animals entirely deserve a degree of rights, but at the
All right,
end of
guys.
the
Thanks
day,
for listening, guys. Have a great night.
based under law as it stands right now, animals are still considered property.
Do you think law should reflect ethos?
I think there's a concept of the spirit of the law and the letter of the law,
Okay.
and
Something more immaterial, more intangible.
almost more emotional, if you will.
Okay.
So you can sit there and see a guy that gets a DUI 3 times in a row, right?
Mhm.
And that's probably a guy that has a problem.
Yeah.
When you see the 3rd time in a row, you have to consider as a jury or a judge, does
Yeah.
this guy need jail time or does this guy need therapy?
Yeah. Okay.
So when it comes to the letter of the law versus the spirit of the law when it comes to animal rights,
Mhm.
there's the letter of the law
I wanna
where
be
animals
interviewed.
are your property.
Okay.
Then there's the spirit of the law where
Didn't they say the same thing about slaves back in what was it, like 100 years ago? Something like that, right? They probably had similar notions.
I'm
and
sure they probably
ideas.
did. I will say I'm not educated enough to speak
Yeah.
on the topic.
Yeah, but they did. They definitely did.
I'm sure they did.
So like transcending, that to now, we have this implication that looms. We have this fact that you don't need anything nutritional from an animal. Like I've been vegan 13 years. I don't take supplements. My daughter doesn't either. We don't listen to doctors that tell us to take B12. It doesn't exist. We actually kind of go with our intuition, and we eat what the earth gives us, right? So
And there's something to be said too for have you read at all about the science of cravings?
So I don't appeal to science at all. Not for backing up plant-based or not for backing up carnivore.
Well, so to the point that I'm trying to make, the
Yeah.
science of cravings in and
Yeah.
of itself, right?
Okay.
So like a pregnant mother will have craving for specific items, right?
Yeah.
As well too, you as a human being will have random cravings for specific items.
Yeah.
Do random Googling for when you're having cravings for a banana or
Yeah.
ham or something like that. Not for you specifically, but when you have those specific cravings, it's your body looking for a very specific thing.
Yeah. And you might say the same thing about meat or cheese or milk or eggs, I presume.
100%, yes.
Let me ask you this. If you're driving down the road and you see roadkill, how hungry do you get?
Depends on the roadkill.
No, you don't get hungry. I can tell you that. Just as my human-to-human brother, we know this. Like you're not going to get hungry. This is
No,
your
you're gonna
true
look at that and
intuition.
have a visceral reaction.
Yeah, exactly. Like, ugh. But if we were true carnivores, or if we were true omnivores, we'd start getting a little, salivative. Our salivary glands would start kicking up a little bit.
Well, I don't think that's necessarily a fair argument because we're not living that same hunter-gatherer life that we used to. We're
Yeah.
not sitting here on the brink of
We've been
being hungry
conditioned.
every-
We've been conditioned.
Yeah, we understand that no matter what happens in life, we can always go somewhere and get food, whether
Yeah.
it be the grocery store or McDonald's or whatever.
Yeah, and
So I don't think the roadkill application is fair.
I think it has some weight regarding your kind of initial claim, but
I think
just
your initial reaction.
going back, like you can make these things like cauliflower and whatever tofu, tempeh. You can season, sauce, and texture them and have them present like this meaty mouthfeel.
I
You
don't
can do it with
disagree.
those. So it's kind of like, why not just do that? Why take the whole time horizon from a sentient being for a yum yum, that you're not going to remember in a week, and we just, annihilate their
Quite
entire
frankly,
family.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
So I used to be vegan. I was vegan for 5 years.
Okay.
Um,
What happened?
Cost.
Okay. Things have changed a
No,
little bit.
Quite frankly, it was actually a lot more cost effective for me to raise ducks.
Okay.
And I'm a firm believer in from farm to plate.
Okay.
I don't buy meat from the grocery store.
Yeah.
I never will.
What about the ducks though? Like, what about the ducks that have
So,
to die?
The ducks.
Like their eyes, when you see them, and if you have to kill them, what do you feel when you do that?
necessity.
I feel
So I
ill
look-
necessity
I-
because, and let me finish, because nutritionally, you're gonna have to defend this. What do you need from that duck?
So in and of itself, duck is a very low-fat, really hearty, rich red meat.
But what do you need? Like, what do you have to have that you couldn't get from plants?
I'm not saying that you can't get it from plants.
Okay.
What I'm
well,
saying.
that's where it stops. That's where. Okay, we don't need to go any further. So you already know
Well,
this.
But so what I'm getting at is it
Yeah.
came down to cost per effort.
Okay.
And so as a farmer, I grow things.
Yeah.
And as somebody that also
get it.
raised livestock and breeds racehorses and things like that, it came down to dollar per effort.
How long have you been conditioned with this? How long have you done this?
I've been doing this for about 5 years.
5 years. Okay. So
And-
you're pretty gung ho in your thought process with everything.
I will say I'm open to ideas, and I'm always willing to listen to.
And I love that. And that's why you came up. That's
It
why you
is.
came up.
No,
Because
literally,
it
I heard
yielded
you-
a little bit of curiosity.
I
you know?
heard you talking,
You're like,
and I
what
saw
the
the camera,
fuck?
and I had to know.
Yeah.
Like, what is this guy actually talking
Yeah.
about?
It's like.
So, like, that being said,
Yeah.
there's nothing at all I want to say to discredit what you are putting out.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
I think there is a lot of merit to it.
Yeah.
But as my own individual self, I agree that a lot of what the negative that comes with eating animals is that emotional aspect.
There's part. Well, it should be. We're emotional. We're human beings. We are emotional.
We're social
This is
herd
how every
animals.
injustice ends. Slavery ended because of emotion. Women's rights ended because of emotion. These ethical kind of evolutions are emotions underneath them, and rightly so, because that's our build out. We were built with emotions. Animals don't have that. We have to protect them.
When I'm teaching individuals for training horses or training dogs,
Yeah.
we talk a lot about the evolution of an animal, right?
Okay.
When you talk about the evolution of a human being, at the very root of what we are social herd animals.
100%. Yeah, I could agree. Well,
And-
we're social. I wouldn't say herd. I wouldn't want to use that word regarding anything, just because it kind of presents a more capitalistic purview of things.
I see why you say that.
Yeah.
I'm talking a lot more of an
Like
animalistic
a
sense
group
of-
dynamic.
Group dynamic. That is the
okay.
big tribalistic.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
social herd animal.
Okay.
Where we need to have other people around, and with that other people around, having a tribe or a herd or a pack, comes that emotional aspect.
Yeah.
So when we're coming back to the whole idea of like veganism versus eating meat,
Mhm.
I can understand the emotional aspect thereof,
Mhm.
and the reason why
You have that too. Just side note, we're all born vegan. It just is. Our intuition, our purity, our deep ethical knowing, it's always there. But once we get that first taste of you got to eat this, you need meat, cheese, milk, eggs, seafood, or honey, or that's it. That's when we start losing our true selves and we start being conditioned. And the conditioning is this is one of the big things.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
So my ethical dilemma
Yeah.
came down to a cost-effective form of protein and omegas.
In omegas?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
And when it comes down to it, I don't support a lot of the industry that provides meat to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Right.
Why?
Having firsthand seen a lot of the poultry industry,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan.
Do you think a deeper part of you realizes there's somebody behind those eyes?
It's not about the person behind the eyes. It's
Mhm.
about the treatment of the masses.
Treatment of the humans, or your treatment of the individuals, the masses of
The
individuals.
masses of the animals.
Okay.
So when you see conveyor belts with chickens,
Yeah, not a good sign. Not
Not
a
a good
thing.
sign.
Yeah.
So coming back to the idea of from farm to plate,
Mhm.
if I'm going to eat meat, which I've
Yeah.
consigned to it, I like eating it. It tastes good to me. That's
Mhm.
my personal thing.
Yes.
And it's the right sources of meat have a lot of good benefits to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna source that myself.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it in the most humane way possible.
And I like how you pointed out to choice there. It's my choice to eat meat. It's my choice not to eat meat, right?
Exactly.
I just made a movie on my YouTube channel. If you want, I'll give you one of my cards on this exact thing. It's called, the name of the video is called The Choice Factor. And where's my cards at? And basically,
I'll do you one better.
oh, cool. Well, you got to take a card anyway. Are you going to take a picture?
I'll happily take one.
And I talk about I talk about choice through the video. Oh, thanks. And
wouldn't
if you
mind
want,
putting
you
the-
got to give me a subscription,
I'm gonna give
subscribe.
you a subscribe. I'm enjoying this conversation. Like
You know, you don't have these conversations in bars or out in restaurants that often. You know, it's just, I'm glad you had the guts or the curiosity to come up. But the choice factor, like the little movie I made, it alludes to the animal choice, right? Like it's somebody's choice to do this, somebody's choice to do that. But at the end of the day, it's borderline hypocritical if we're taking that choice from somebody else and still saying I believe in choice. And then right there, the reflex is, okay, well, they're not humans, they're not like us. But that's when we get into more conversations.
Yeah,
where
there's a lot of
why?
ethical dilemma involved in that.
That's my channel. Oh, here we go. Sorry.
At the end of the day, my biggest consideration, because
that's me right there. Yeah.
I'm subscribed.
Yeah, you don't have to do it right now. You don't even have to do it. But I try
No,
to tell
I'm gonna
everybody.
watch it. quite
I
frankly,
appreciate it.
'cause This is a topic.
You'll be on here too.
This is
but
a
just a
topic
live
that
stream.
is
Just
very,
a live stream.
Okay, this is a
Yeah.
topic that is very near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
Because I do believe in the concept of some degree of a freedom of choice, your own belief system.
Yeah.
And
Choice is huge.
I am very, very. I try to stay well informed when it comes to the agricultural industry, especially here in Maryland. Maryland is one of the most population-dense states that we have, and exponentially we are losing agricultural land every year to things like project development and just like
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
think about the energy conversion ratio of animals, right? And how they take in certain energy units and then they output certain energy units. Mainly it's 8 to 1,
and, no,
4 to
that-
1.
That is a very fair argument. Yes.
Right, so we could repurpose land and have a lot more land for agriculture, especially if we started stewarding plants instead of the feed for the animals. You know what I mean? Like that 8 to 1 ratio is a huge destroyer. There's a movie called Cowspiracy where they
Yeah,
literally
it was a good one.
Yeah, they literally it's like just showing you facts. No big deal. But of course, every anti-vegan and their brother has debunked it. You know, that's why I don't even bring up documentaries anymore because everyone's debunked it. And then
Are you at all familiar with Iowa Dairy Farmer?
no.
So you can find them on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Iowa Dairy Farmer is a smaller operation, mom and pop dairy operation, and what they love to
Mortal
do.
Kombat? Yeah, sorry. All right. So fuck it. This
What,
is
what
hell of a night.
they what they love
Yeah.
to do is take online criticism and talk about the dairy industry.
Okay.
And I bring this up because one of the big things that is not looked at from the argument of like veganism versus non-veganism, or however you want to put it,
Yeah.
is this concept of a holistic view, right? Where you can take, we're talking about energy density is basically
Yeah.
what we're talking about. Is you take a plot of land, right? You can have so many acres turn into so many units of energy. You
Yeah.
can do that with different types of crops, different types of livestock and things like that. Now, if you can take livestock and have them multi-purpose, so you take a dairy heifer, they make so many calves. Those calves grow up to be, whether they be Angus bulls or further dairy heifers, then
Yeah.
they produce milk. They're still living off that same plot of land. And then as they grow older, then they become beef.
Yeah, so there's a kind of streamlined, kind of more efficient.
Yeah,
Just
it's
process.
I don't
guess?
have any facts or figures to share about the topic.
Yeah.
But there's something to be said for when you talk about a holistic view of the start to end and how many pieces of it can configure. Now that being said too, you can grow crops that touch both worlds.
Yeah.
Like soy. Cows love soy.
Yeah. Now 80% of soy is going right to cow feed. 80%.
And that being said, is great for us too.
Yeah. And you'll hear a lot of people that bring up, what about the moles, the bugs, all these crop deaths that happen? Just think about the 8 to 1 conversion ratio. That's a full stop end of that argument. You kill 8 times more of those said things. You kill 8 times more plants when you're not vegan. A lot of people bring these ridiculous arguments up. I'll leave you with this. I don't think any of it's even necessary. So the Iowa Dairy Farm, it's great, that they're trying to show that they're trying harder, but they're also still taking away everything from sovereign individuals just for taste buds and very arbitrary things. And it all comes down to money. They want money.
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to. We live in a capitalistic society.
And that's,
And quite frankly,
Unfortunately.
I agree,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
We're not partnership
But-
societies. We used to be partnership societies back way
Way
back,
back,
where
yeah.
we actually saw into our human brother and sisters' eyes, and
Yeah.
we wanted to share and help with them in this planet.
If you don't mind my asking, how old are you?
42.
No way.
I'm 42.
I don't believe
Yeah, I swear to God. I'm vegan 13 years, so there you go. If you want, I mean, I'm vegan 13 years, whole food, plant-based, no vitamins,
So
supplements.
I look my mid-30s, but I'm 26.
You're funny. It's the beard, bro. It's the beard. But you work it. You make it work. You make it work.
The point of what I say about
Yeah.
this, our forefathers, our founding fathers,
Yeah.
they founded a country in their 20s.
Yeah.
So, well, like you said, way back when, things were a whole fucking lot different.
Mhm.
Even not that long ago, things were a
Yeah.
whole lot fucking different.
Yeah, there's a book on there called The World Peace Diet. You got to read that. It's just a great
I'd
read,
love to.
if nothing else. And there's another one called The Enigma of Vitamin B12, which totally destroys the argument of B12. 100%, no arguments,
yeah, it's absolutely
nothing.
nonsensical.
I love, look at that. Can you say that to the camera? B12 is bullshit?
B12?
Sorry.
Nonsensical.
Thank you very much, because I'm literally going to I'm fielding different situations with vegans that are just not seeing above certain narratives.
And that's coming from a professional farmer.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. What was your name, man?
Brandon.
Brandon, I'm Jimmy. I really
Jimmy,
appreciate
nice
the
to meet you.
conversation. I really want to get a few more people out here
No, by
tonight
all means,
for
I
this.
won't hold up your time.
I really appreciate you stopping. I hope you can think about some of these things. You might even have not been swayed at all by our talk, but maybe you'll come across another activist at some point. I don't know. Or maybe you'll look up some great videos that I have referenced on that card.
I'll happily watch any and all of your videos.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
I spend so much time needing things to watch and listen to.
Yeah.
And I'm always looking for any opportunity to sway my opinion.
Yeah.
I know I'm not right. I know I'm not wrong. So I'm always looking for anything that can put
We're here to
different-
learn, man. We're here on this planet, and it should be up to us to do what we want to do. And I love your curious mind. Just please look into it. Think about the World Peace Diet is the real book. It'd be great to read. And I'll leave you with this. You teach a child not to harm a spider, and I'm going to ask you this: what kind of if you teach a child not to harm a spider, what kind of violence do you think they will affect to their human brother and sister when they grow up?
Well, they're going to have a lot more fucking respect for mild instances of violence, quite frankly. First off.
It's kind of backwards compatible, right? If you're not going to harm a spider, I don't think you're going to harm a human. But these
my
are just.
dad did that.
Well, he did what?
When I was 6 years old,
Yeah.
I saw a spider in our car.
Yeah.
And
Vivid
I freaked out. I remember this very, very vividly.
Yeah.
I saw a spider in our car and I freaked out. 6 years old. He
Yeah,
said,
of course.
"Brandon, don't kill it." I'm like,
Aw.
"Why not?" He goes, "It has a job to do."
That's called good parenting. That's what that's called. I have a kid too, and it's funny, she doesn't
I'm
like bugs too much either. She's 7, and she's been vegan since birth. She doesn't take vitamins or supplements, and my goal is to hopefully, have her actually consume and vote with her heart and not what the narratives are going to tell her to do as she grows up. And all we can do is our best.
I truly appreciate
All we can do is our best. What was your name again?
Brandon.
Brandon, nice to meet you. Yeah, man, I might try to get one more conversation. I'll let you go on your way. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, man.
I just appreciate you coming up, man.
Honestly, I'll keep on doing what you're doing. This was a phenomenal conversation.
It was a phenomenal conversation, and this is people that walk by and they'll go, but I love pork. They don't know that we could have a good conversation.
Right, like
you know what I mean?
I can accept, understand, and appreciate every aspect of veganism.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do it, but I will
All
appreciate
we can
it.
do is the best we can do.
Exactly. We all have our own opinions, beliefs, and aspirations.
And the thing is, though, this is more of an action that holds a lot of weight. It's not really a belief or an opinion because it really is a fact. As far as incurring damage to somebody else.
I don't disagree with you.
Right.
And a lot of what I was hoping to convey to you was
Yeah.
not the fact that I disagree with you,
Yeah.
but the fact that my ulterior options were based on outside factors, if
gotcha.
that makes sense.
Yeah. I can appreciate your candor for sure.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. All right, Brandon. Have a great night, sir.
You as well.
And check me out on YouTube for sure. I really
Will do.
appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for having the guts. Have a great night. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, we're at 66 minutes. I might have to wrap it up pretty soon, guys. Let's see if we can get one more conversation. Oh man, we got some trolls in here. Thanks, Vegan Planet. Yeah, we've had a lot of conversations tonight. We've talked to a lot of people. Even the people that I've talked to, these people that I have talked to have had a ton of people around them. So I feel like I'm in a theater in the round and doing a live performance. Okay, now I'm trying to make a short video. You guys bear with me while I make this short. So I'm going to tell the camera, or kind of face to the camera, I need to kind of start having some structured messaging, I suppose. But I have a message for the science vegans. I have a challenge for you guys to look above material science. Just know that all science is bought and paid for. There's nothing ethical about it, and science definitely doesn't want to defend the animals. They don't. All the plant-based doctors, they're not activists. They're not here for the animals. They're here for the money. They've all been, not all of them. Some of them might be better than others. There's some that I probably like more than others. But underneath everything is that pharma narrative, and you cannot get away from it. You don't see plant-based doctors getting active on the street, talking to people, actually having a heart for the animals and seeking different truths that border on further protecting them. They don't do that. They're just inundated by their own science, by their own pharma, and the like. Please don't listen to plant-based doctors if you are a vegan. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. What's up, guys? You guys want to try this? Who's got the guts? That's just a little question. There's 3 questions. It tests your values, and it might make you think a little bit.
Come on, Skylar.
Come on, man. It's up to you.
Values, okay.
It tests your values. So I'm obviously an animal rights activist. Why the hell would I be standing here if I wasn't, right? I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. Is this guy, wait, so the questions are, and they're really easy, and they're very simple. It's getting to the point to where it's just stupid, but I think you can answer these questions. Do you think animals deserve rights?
No,
Why?
they're pets.
They're pets. Do you have any pets?
Yeah,
If I went up to your dog and I beat the shit out of it, what would you do to me?
beat the shit out of you.
So you do. You at least think that animals deserve bodily autonomy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the only kind of crux of what we're doing here is a follow-up question. What nutritionally do you need from an animal?
What do you mean?
Like what nutritionally do you actually need as a human from an animal?
Not too sure.
Nothing. So this is the beautiful thing that just sits there, right? So it just leaves us with this kind of looming implication that is the next question, why aren't you vegan yet? Because if you believe something, shouldn't our actions reflect that?
You know how many recalls of bacon there have been in the past like 20 years?
No, I'm not keen, no.
Like almost 0 to none.
Okay.
You know how many there have been of romaine lettuce?
A lot, I'm
Yeah,
familiar.
a couple hundred.
Yeah, okay, this is an interesting one I have not heard before. Okay. I
You can't
get
blame
that.
anything of the plants. This is how they structure them. They grow
Yeah.
layer by layer. But
This is capitalism. This is how we grow on an exponential level. This is how we kind of operate within these 4 walls, right? But let me get primary to that. Let's not look at that. Let's go a little more primary. Let's look at sentience. Are you familiar with it?
no.
So sentience is a emerging property of a central nervous system in a brain, right? So I have that, you have that, animals have that. Plants don't have that. This isn't an argument. This is a full stop fact. So when we vote for systems of meat and cheese and milk and eggs, especially bacon, we're voting and we're saying your life means nothing, but my taste buds mean everything. And this is the change we show to our kids. This is the example we give to our friends. This is the actual effect of kind of paying homage to this capitalism with that vote with the dollar. And I know that's a lot, but what do you think about that?
No thought, honestly.
Okay. I mean, do you think abusing animals is an okay thing?
No, I don't think you should abuse animals, yet alone abuse anything. Really.
You can abuse an animal. I mean,
I mean, no, you
can kick a dog.
I could jump 3 feet in front of us, but
Yeah.
anything's theoretical.
Well, you could kick
It
a dog.
depends on the person, you know. It's the same reason. It's like you have psychopaths in the world. There's
Okay.
people who beat other humans. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
No.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another kind of thing. But the kind of impasse we're at right now is we're all taught that animals they're not sentient. They're just objects. They're numbers, and this information that we don't need anything from an animal is very suppressed and hidden from us because the suits upstairs want you to keep buying your meat,
So
cheese,
then
milk,
how
and
does it
eggs.
correspond into people's religion? I'm assuming you respect other people's religion and everything.
I might respect their beliefs. I don't respect actions that are of taking something from somebody else. I cannot respect that.
So like all the
like-
ancient cultures, like the Jews, they've been killing cattle for thousands of years.
You know where that hails from?
Where?
Herding culture, which is about 10,000 years old, where it happened in Iraq. That's where it started. And the first farmer said, or shepherd said, we're going to start using these as resource. The rest is history. Here we are today. Like, it's tough to convince anybody that animals are worth not
Yeah, they do taste
eating.
good. They do
Just
taste
case in point. Case in
Love
point.
steak,
Case in point. But the whole crux of this nexus is to get you thinking a little bit. That's it. It's to get everybody thinking a
I
little
think
bit.
it's cool to think about it. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's different in cultures. You go to Asia, they eat dogs.
Ah,
I've
yeah,
been to
yeah.
Thailand where you can eat dogs.
Isn't that scary though?
It's different, Like you gotta understand, you're going to a different part of the world. That's how they live. It's how they were brought up.
I would say though, universally, like we know that that's just wrong.
No,
You know,
exactly, no, you see them as pets, but
Right.
in terms of like
Like, because
basic human survival, and in the situations, there's people who've had to eat dogs to survive.
survival, I can't say anything about survival. I could actually have,
So how
like,
does that not correspond to animal rights of survival? It's like, would you
because
eat your
survival's a
friend or
different thing.
something?
There's a different thing.
But no, you can survive by not eating your friend in certain situations. By that logic, you wouldn't eat the dog.
Yeah, yeah. Well, think about this, and I'll present this notion, right? If you're in a situation where you're on an island or something, and you have to eat animals, or I'll even say this: if you're in a geographic region where certain humans have to eat animals, and they have no choice, they're vegan because they're doing the best they can, right? It's just doing your best and employing the golden rule. And it's simple. But we've been taught to obfuscate this, go up against it. We've been taught to argue it, and it's all coming from kind of this sense of, we want to keep things the way they are. But I guarantee you, on the other side of the fence, vegan eating is better, man. Like, I still eat Chinese, American. I
I
eat.
just can't trust. How do you trust lab-grown products like that?
I'm not saying you have to eat those.
What's the burger?
Impossible or
Whatever.
sure. They have so many.
But like the trick the taste buds into it looking like, smelling like, and tasting like beef. No, that doesn't
Yeah.
smell exactly like beef, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's not right or morally right.
Well, I mean, I don't see a victim there. Where's the victim there?
I mean, you're not a victim per se, but it's false.
Yeah.
But why take the shape of something? You know what I mean? Like, why make it look everything taste
Yeah.
like beef, make it look like beef?
I think.
At that point, why not just have beef?
Yeah. Well, we've all unfortunately been entrapped and entranced to eat meat up until we've made the decision to go vegan. Like myself, I don't go around selling plant-based meat or telling people, oh no, definitely not. Yeah. But like these things we've all grown up with. We don't really go vegan because we stopped liking the taste of meat.
Let me ask you a question. What about eating like shrimp or lobster?
Yeah.
Is that wrong?
Well, it's funny if you take a card. If you'll take a card from me, if you really want to look at it before you go.
I'm sorry, is that wrong though? Eating
Yes.
It is?
I have an interview with a guy.
Is it wrong than eating a cockroach?
Of course, yeah, of course. There's a few books out there. One's called Superfly, where we get into the inner lives of like insects, and another one called What a Fish Knows. I interviewed the author of What a Fish Knows 6 months ago. He's been a fish scientist for 30 years. He can tell you about shrimp and lobster and all those things and the sentience factors that they have. We're taught that there's nothing behind those eyes. We're taught all this. And when we laugh and when we defend, it's just we're making the suits upstairs more powerful. They're getting more wealth. They're getting more money, more momentum. And oh, these guys are back. And we're not really thinking for ourselves, right? If you want, would you look up the resources if I gave you a card? Okay. All right, guys, let's go. Oh my. Oh, thanks, guys. Have a great night. They all stopped by earlier. But here's a card. If you want to check out my channel, it's just stuff to think about, guys. Because we're men, right? And we want to be protectors. And when we're not vegan, we're not being protectors. We're just not. And there's no argument there either. So this is just things for you to think about moving forward, to critically think, and just think about what you're being told and who's trying to trick you. That's what I'll leave you with. Thanks, guys. That wasn't so. He seems really nice. What were you laughing at earlier? He was great. All right. All right. All right, guys. All right, guys. I'm getting ready to wrap up. I appreciate you guys being here. I got to get back. Maybe we'll try to get. I really got to get back. Yeah. I was gonna say one more, but I just saw the time. Thanks everybody for being here. My pleasure, Erwin. Thank you, and thank you everybody for listening. Love you all as always. Thanks for showing support in the chat, and thanks for listening and having an open mind. And I think there are beautiful horizons ahead of us. And as vegans, we have to unite. We just can't. Yes, I'm just doing some interviews out here. How about you guys want to try this? Who's got the guts? Say, you guys want to? Oh, you don't have to try. Are you vegan? Let's go. Be safe. Okay, I tried to get a few more there, but nobody's biting. Thanks, guys, for joining me once again. And like I was saying, there's nothing but beautiful horizons ahead of us. We have truth on our side. We're not going to appeal to science. We're not going to do this whole thing. We have to stop it. We have to evolve out of it. because we are nodding in compliance to vivisection narratives, whether we know it or not, and literally nodding in compliance to animal agriculture. Plant-based diet does not lack. You get everything you need from the earth, full stop. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. I love you all. Steven, let's go. All right, guys. Erwin, take care, everybody. Bye, Dominion. Bye, Johnny. Thanks for being here. Take care, everybody. Oh, yeah. Everybody, check out the book, The World Peace Diet. Everybody check out the book, The Enigma of Vitamin B12, Nature's Only Mistake. Have a great night.